God. Where are we?
My God, why?
Tell me why.
Wait, what kind of music is this? What's going on?
This is different. I can tell you what day it is.
What day is it?
It's Friday.
It's what? It is Friday.
Guys,
what are we doing here?
I forgot that day existed.
I'm just so used to Mondays or sometimes Thursdays or Wednesdays, but it's
The
Friday.
occasional Tuesday, but today is Friday.
I gotta say, I love the Thursday.
And
upload.
we are back for one big special reason. Brian, tell the people why we're back.
We're back for Geno.
Of course.
Our good buddy Geno McGahee, who put out a movie called Scary Tales Dark Walker. You can catch it on Tubi. We love this guy. He's
love
our boy.
the guy.
I
love his work.
I'm in love with them, I think.
This movie, I'm going right into it. Opens with the typical Geno style that we've known, like that we love.
Yeah, I mean, like if he does one thing right, it's create crazy characters, right?
I love
and
it.
that's his thing. And he brings together this campsite of these, the classic like UFO quacks is what I would refer these people as, because it's like they're all a part of this. Like this dude has a website. He's like has like a group fan club, I guess, that comes out into the woods and they're like trying to explore like weird phenomena. They don't even know why they're really there.
No, it's almost like he kidnapped them. So I think the club they're a part of is Paranormal Truth, and
That's a dope name.
it's a great name. And he pulls them in, and they think they're gonna search for, I guess, aliens, but he's like, that's not why we're here. And they're like, why are we here? And he goes into this long-winded explanation of Pandora's box.
He's
and
like,
the multi-layer.
Yeah.
This is the Geno McGahee multiverse.
He's like, guys, there's this other thing. There's other dimensions, but we're going to call them layers. They're layered on top of each other.
And then like you got shit getting sucked through dimensions. You ever suck through, Shane?
Yes. So I like to think so he's talking about layers, right? And what has layers? Onions. Onions have layers, and you have to
7-layer cake.
You have to peel away at the layers. That's why the one guy is eating Funyuns.
Got
it's
it.
all symbolism.
Yeah, because like Jim is a classic Geno character.
He really is.
And he's just munching on Funyuns, talking about how he looks like a guy that has dead parents. And he's like, you don't have to tell me. You look at me, you know I have dead parents. And he's like, this lady across the street, she's old. She has dead parents. And she looks like a lady with dead parents.
Have you ever thought that before? Just looking at somebody?
No, I haven't.
Like, what's their parent situation?
Dead.
Oh.
But like,
the fucking dialogue in this scene is so perfect.
It's really is absolutely incredible, because I feel like the movie loses luster after this scene, in my opinion.
You got the three guys who are like talking about how they're like fucking losers or whatever. Yeah. You got the one straight lady. She's like hard lady.
Yeah.
And then she gets up and leaves. That's a big mistake because she'll meet the Dark Walker.
The Dark Walker is actually awesome. I love his staff.
I love it too. They didn't explain the backstory of the Dark Walker, which is unfortunate because you just see some random guy going into a Spirit Halloween and taking something off the shelf and going to a campsite. Like you don't get that part, but I do love the Dark Walker. He's very strong.
Oh my God. This man, he knows how to just grab a skull.
Right.
And just make crunching sounds for days.
Just crunches for such a long period of time. Just grabbing their head and just squeezing it.
I love it.
Also, like, she high-key disses them right here. She gets up in the middle of the night, walks through the woods alone because she, quote, won't sleep in a tent with them.
Well, yeah, because the one guy, he talks about how he got, like, didn't he get caught in the break room with like eggplants and bananas or something like that?
Yo, okay. So was he fucking himself with that, or was he?
I think the implication is that man was fucking himself with the eggplant.
Or maybe like another dude.
No, I thought himself.
You don't understand though how she would go out of her way with these guys to the campsite and then just like, you know what? I'm going to leave you guys to this.
They're all wearing the same shirt. We should get on that level.
I mean, we've done like themes like that.
We should get some Paranormal Truth shirts though.
Yeah,
that would be
I'll
awesome.
wear them every single recording session. Matt, you want a fucking paranormal shirt? Matt's here, by the way. Hi, Matt. You know what else is here?
I got so excited. I skipped intros. Oh my God.
Sponsored by
Werther's.
Can we say that? A false sponsor?
Yeah, nah, it's a false sponsor. I mean, it's not Come Die or
Open this for me,
the one
please?
where you bury your parents in a tree or something. But
Yeah.
Also sponsored by Two Turn Tea.
no, we're not. Well, this bag is really oh, guy,
It's a strong bag. Matt, you want some Werthers? I'll
eating-
fucking throw some Werthers.
It is my favorite candy.
You
Good
actually
toss.
just threw Werther.
What a horrible catcher he is. What a horrible throw. Please. You ever seen my fucking arm, dude?
That's some of the worst throwing I've ever
You
seen.
ever enjoy the presence of me eating a kielbasa? It's ridiculous.
Okay.
I'm gonna do this thing where I just throw the wrappers on the floor. Like, hey, how's it going? Now, bam.
I kind of like this. It's kind of like back at Texas Roadhouse when you could just throw the peanut shells on the ground.
Who do you think they sent to clean those?
Probably pores.
Like a rogue animal?
No, the pores.
Like a small woodland creature?
Those Texas pores.
Yeah.
God, I hate poor people. Don't open the door, though, because maybe the dogs will come in and eat them. So we got to clean them up.
Yeah,
I'll
but-
have Matt clean them eventually. After we make a
This is a
solid
sweeping.
pile.
Yeah, I like
See
this.
how
I
big
like
the pile
this.
can grow.
So it's all right. So this is the big shame of this movie is that I loved all three of these characters
Yeah.
and they all get their head fucking squeezed.
Yeah. It's kind of a shame.
It really is. Like I miss them already. 'Cause- actually, it's 4 characters.
Yeah.
It's 3 guys and the girl, and all 3 of them get their head ripped off.
What
Right?
do you call his facial hair? What do you call that? Mutton chops?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Remember
Yeah.
when the fucking lead singer of Fall Out Boy rocked that for a long
That
time?
would be
Yeah.
Mr. Patrick Stump.
Yeah, like 05 Stump. Matt, look up 05 Patrick Stump. See if you can find his mutton chops. Look at this guy's jaw. He's
I was about to say the same thing. Do you like his jaw?
got a crazy jaw.
Yeah.
So, this the way he fucking sways his head back and forth. I also love how they all just watch this guy
They
get
had
his
literally zero reaction to him getting his head squished. Hold on, Shane, don't speak. Is that him?
Yeah.
Look at those fucking mutton chops.
Yeah. He's just doing
Bro,
his thing.
you could rock mutton chops in a fedora and still be super successful.
Look at how he bites. I don't know
He
who
hits him with a chair.
who's a stronger biter, the UFOs in this movie or him?
But the thing is, the aliens actually never actually bite anyone, despite their whole characteristics being they're very bitey.
I can't wait to get more into them.
It's actually incredible.
But yeah, Dark Walker is clearly maintaining a jawline.
Yeah, he clears house. He kills everyone.
There's gonna be major elements of ASMR in this episode.
Yeah, you
because
guys-
like all like the word are suckery.
You like that shit? Huh?
I need more of those, by the way.
I'll get you more.
There you go.
I'll get you a whole handful. Matt, you want some more?
I just really need to start the pile.
You missed.
But yeah, I mean that's the open, right? The camp scene, they're all dead, and then now we get to talk about other characters we've seen before from Rise of the Scarecrows 2, from Deadly Western. And they're going to be in various parts of their their normal everyday life, and they're just going to get
Abducted.
I guess that's the word I would use. They're going to get like knocked out and abducted by these 2 people that I guess they're going for look like CIA people.
Yes. They're big government.
Big government.
Big
yeah.
government.
Except
They're-
that like main evil guy. He just reminded me of like a pimp or something.
Oh, like the Tony Todd.
Tony
ripoff?
Todd.
Yeah.
Kind of like this pepper jack thing going on.
So,
Ho, you speak when spoken to now.
okay.
Great episode.
Fantastic episode.
Those guys kind of like are the worst security of all time. It's stated multiple times
Yeah.
they're terrible security guards.
I think the one guy said he wanted them fired forever.
So the whole idea is these 3 people are being kidnapped and put into the paradox because they've encountered the creatures from her already, I believe.
Yep.
Such a
'Cause, like,
paradox.
Because
isn't
this
it?
guy's wife
Isn't
was
it?
killed by a zombie.
Yep.
The woman, her husband, was killed by Bigfoot or by the aliens, I think. And then the other girl, I believe she's just a psychic that could pull things out of the paradox, and that's why she's there.
Yep.
So I think I got the premise down.
It's interesting because they're all like these weird, like almost fictitious backgrounds.
Yes.
And they're so easily dismissed as saying, like, hey, we'll just get more subjects at the end of the movie. Like, where? Where are you going to get, like, another psychic that can pull people interdimensionally? Like,
yes. How are you going to, like, you really got to search and find, like, these people, like, that have been affected by the paradox. Because also, the body bags we just saw, right? Those are their significant others being body bagged, and that's, like,
that was my interpretation.
They pick them. Yeah. Mm-hmm. See? I analyzed this movie. Mike, you said I couldn't do it. You said I wouldn't be able to understand the paradox of this movie. It was too complicated for me.
I said that?
Yep.
I believe you. You guys buy this one as like he plays like a real hard, tough guy.
Yeah, this whole scene where like he does like they do like these interviews before they like I guess go into the simulation kind of thing.
Yeah,
where him and this other lady, they're basically talking to him, and he's like, "Why am I here?" And they don't really. They try to give him an answer, but they don't give him an answer. And they basically just said it'll like come, you'll be aware shortly, and it's all really vague, and they want you to figure it out. But at the end of the day, there's really not much to the fact that there is people coming in interdimensionally, these things that apparently were a part of each of their past, and they're the most wild creatures. And ultimately, they don't explain till later that they're trying to spawn the Dark Walker.
Yes. So they're eventually, after the interviews, put in a room, and they're gassed by the air conditioning vent.
Classic bad guy move.
And they wake up in this dark house. No idea where they are. They don't know what they all have in common. They got to go through that whole, like, what were you? I was a cop. What were you? I wrote for a newspaper.
Yeah. And just stop traffic for a second, because I got to just get a quick one in.
Yeah.
That's a great one. You know what? Let me just
do that closer to the mic so we can get the ASMR effect. Matt, you good on Werther's?
Yes, I am.
I'm going to throw one at you anyway. Nice. You finally learned how to catch
them.
That
one actually didn't hit the light, shockingly.
Listen, I'm a lefty. You know this, and I'm throwing righty, and I don't want to hear it. I just don't want to fucking hear it.
You're terrible. So, let's start dark houses. Dark walkers. Let's talk them.
Let's talk about Muffin Men.
Okay.
I think they're going to come right now.
I'm a big fan of the Muffin Man.
I'm a fan of how fucking slow he is. He's walking the whole time. It's like he's walking in place almost.
I also, I think it was a missed opportunity to have muffins.
There's no muffins whatsoever.
Yeah. I need to know the lore of the Muffin Man.
I need to know why he's called the Muffin Man.
I feel like, because isn't he on the cover of the last one? We got to go back and watch it.
But why is he called that?
Well, that's what we got to go back and figure out the lore.
We could always have Matt search the lore of the Muffin Man. Isn't there a song? Do you know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man, the Muffin Man. Do you know the Muffin Man who lives on that lane?
Yeah, because I'm
Muffin Lane.
I don't think anybody does.
Yeah, what's his story?
Yeah, because what is his ability, right? Because Bigfoot, he's got big feet. Aliens, they get bitey. Zombies, they get bitey. Dark Walker squishes your head, also can get bitey. But what does the Muffin Man do?
I don't think it's just a giant mouth. That's all you see. You don't see eyes, you see mouth.
Mouth. He's just mouth.
Got a weak jaw.
I'm not that fast forward too much, but I'm gonna absolutely do the interrogation scene with the alien. I think that was one of the most absurd yet hilarious things I've ever seen.
It's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Amazing. I fucking love that scene so much.
They tie one loose piece of rope around him.
That one guy gets into his face and he's like, "Do you speak English?" After they already have made it so painfully clear that those things cannot speak English. Mm-hmm. And it thing just makes these weird toaster sounds. How do you describe the sounds it makes?
I don't know. It's so great.
That's pretty solid.
I could compare the sound to this.
Yes.
Yeah. And I love how they're standing in the kitchen plotting their next move, and the alien's just calmly sitting there.
He watches the whole thing.
Also,
super funny.
The one girl isn't it telepath? They communicate telepathically, so things are probably telepathically communicating to all of the other things.
Doesn't the cop, he then stares at him and tries to talk to him with his mind?
Yeah,
and he looks like he's taking a giant turd.
Yes.
Yeah.
Incredible.
And then he's like, "No, they don't do that."
Do you speak English?
Do you know the Muffin Man?
Think about how slow he is, though. Think about his weak jaw.
He literally is not winning any marathons anytime soon.
Just hold on, watch. You'll see it here. Yeah, good job, Matt. Look at how fucking slow he is.
I love that he has a cart though.
I love the cart.
So you're saying the cart has nothing but muffins in it?
I actually don't think the cart has anything in it.
Like what kind of muffins we talking?
Probably like poppy seed.
He would make a poppy seed muffin.
It looks like a poppy seed muffin kind of guy.
That was like the least decorated cart in the history of time. Like when you saw it and it was getting burned at the end, it had nothing on it. There was nothing to. I love this show so much. Sorry, I love Buffy.
It's Buffy?
Yeah, it's such a good show.
Because we're watching on Tubi, we get ads, of course. So
yeah, usually the ads are for like Borgata. Like I'm at Borgata
or BetMGM or
something like that. Like that really relatable moment where your friends walk in your front door and you're like, "Oh, I'm at Borgata."
Happens all the time. Now we're getting fucking meatballs and pasta.
You get these never-ending pasta bowls. Literally.
Sponsored by
We're not sponsored.
Twisted Tea, allegedly.
GoDaddy. Anyway, all right. You're spilling the Werthers everywhere.
Is this your phone?
Yes.
Why is it over here?
Don't stop stealing my phone. Oh God! Now I'm gonna.
It's with the pile now.
The dog's gonna eat it. All right. So they just keep going back and forth with like how they're gonna get out of this situation, and I come to the conclusion they gotta fight their way out. They gotta fight. They gotta fight the Muffin Man and the Zombie Men, but for some unknown reason, Lori Bacon's husband's back. Right?
He just literally knocks on the front door.
He's like, I'm alive.
He's like, hey.
By the end of this movie, he becomes my favorite character.
Okay.
Because of how fucking horny he is.
Zombie him is so absurdly horny that he's willing to fuck the cop.
It's incredible.
Yeah, that character, that actor was in Deadly Western, but I don't remember the role. Oh, no, he played the brother.
Yes.
The girl's brother who was equally crazy.
Yes. He's incredible.
That was him.
That man is incredible. He's like, oh, how about a foursome? Maybe swingers.
So fucking horny.
And the other girl that was his wife was in Rise of the Scarecrow.
She was with the group in the woods.
Uh-huh.
She was also horny.
He's that flashback where they're talking about having a baby. Like, you want to have a baby? He's like, yeah. He's like, okay.
I love how Geno's idea of zombies is they're just so horny.
It's like wolves. Like
wolves, yeah.
Classic, like super horny. That like now we know zombies. They're just like, but it makes literally no sense because if you're undead, don't you have like zero blood flow? Right. So how is it possible?
How do you get up with no blood flow?
Maybe that's why they eat flesh.
You also wouldn't have brain function. I feel like there's no chemistry going on. Like, how are you?
No, but see, these zombies are a little different because they talk about how horny they are.
They talk into existence.
They talk up their dick.
We should try talking up our boners in one episode. Just like try and talk our boners up.
That's
boner check?
No, we're good. Okay. Trust me, we're good.
Can you talk yourself into getting a boner?
Yeah, like how would you do that?
I just talk.
Would you be like, "Oh, you're such a naughty little panda"?
Oh my good lord!
Is that how you talk it up?
Is your dick that furry?
No, Shane's dick just comes from Tibet.
Yes, good job.
Bang,
good
bang,
job.
got him.
Bang.
The best part is when we make Caitlin clean all of this up.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Caitlin.
Kidding.
And she doesn't, Sarah, represent any of these abilities until the very end of the movie. I don't see any ability from her whatsoever.
Yes. So it's weird because she has that like flashback where she wants to leave her roommate, but her roommate's like, the only way you're leaving this house is in a box.
There you go, Geno.
But no joke, she threatens her with a knife if she wants to leave. So I'm like, wait, maybe I was like, at that point, for some reason, I was like, did she die and she's actually just a spirit with them? But no, she's just a psychic who could pull people in from the other dimension. It was a little complicated in that moment. I don't know how you guys feel.
I didn't really understand this movie.
It was
Yes, here they are.
I did like how radically odd it was. Like, it made me feel like back in the old school Geno movies where a character would just be so unstable and radical.
Yes.
Because, like, the way that she was presenting that conversation, it was a complete flip of her character. And the one girl, Sarah, is just like, let's just sit here and talk about it a little longer. And she's like, no, out now.
The classic Geno, like, where everyone's a bitch.
Did you notice, like,
Everyone's a bitch.
there's some fucking, like, Tool advertisement this whole movie on the wall? Look at it.
Oh, I never noticed that.
You think Geno's got stake in fucking tools?
He might.
You think it's a side hustle?
There's tools.
I don't think Geno would do like Bitcoin. He's way too cool for that shit.
I am. You're not farming Bitcoin?
No. Okay. Fucking Dogecoin? What the fuck's a Dogecoin?
You got to really look into Shibcoin.
Shibby?
Shib.
It's all the rage these days.
Now with the Werthers, do you guys like take your time with it?
No.
And suck? Or do you fucking one of those? One of these?
You're ruining so many people.
Or do you fucking suck?
I'm a sucker.
Somewhere Kaylin is crying. The way we're killing her teeth with these. She's crying.
Oh, she doesn't like when you eat Werthers?
No, she doesn't like bad teeth.
Oh, that's fair.
I don't think anybody does.
No.
Now, that being said, these are only slightly better than like a Butterfinger would be.
Oh, there, yeah. No, Butterfingers are the worst. I think we already established that Butterfingers are the worst candy for your teeth. I mean, they're probably not that. They're just full of sugar.
Yeah, there's a shit ton of sugar in these,
Yeah.
but they're only 70 calories.
No, I'm talking
how
about
many?
more about like how these fucking stick to your fucking molars.
So every 3 pieces is a serving. So every 3 is 70 calories.
That's super
I
interesting.
feel like I've already had like 10.
I've been crushing. Maybe I
Yeah.
should go with the suck method instead of the bite. Now I'm going to turn around and throw this at our slave producer.
You're getting better at it. You're basically the guy who threw beers to Stone Cold.
Do you know something? Is there like a plaid theme between this couple? Like, I feel
Yes,
like
they're
all
wearing the same shirt.
What's the fucking plaid budget on this movie?
high plaid budget for sure. Because I feel like Lori Bacon, that's her name, right?
Yes.
Does she wear plaid in the other movies? Why do I think she's
In Rise of the Scarecrows, I think she does.
she wearing plaid? Big plaid budget on Geno.
Yeah,
Huh?
I
Look how fucking slow he moves. Tired of it.
He also kind of looks like a witch.
I love the Muffin Man.
You're a big fan.
I'm a huge fan of the Muffin Man. I'm actually a huge fan of everything except Bigfoot.
Bigfoot's a little. I mean, like, it's all really random. Like, how does this even happen? Like, how do these characters?
Well, it's the layers.
they come out of these layers.
Yeah, it's all the layers.
It's like a weird X-Files, like,
Yes.
like pays homage to.
I almost teared up when they burned down the Muffin Man's cart.
That was pretty sad.
What else does he have? He's got nothing now.
No, he's done. It's over.
He's got no like little muffin family. He's fucking done.
Also, when they get the weapons, right, to fight, do you notice there's an axe, but they grab the brush and like all the non-lethal weapons?
Yeah, it's the genius of Geno. I also want to point out he wrote, directed, edited this movie.
Yeah, he's the GOAT.
He's on the fucking hard room cutting floor.
Yeah, and I would say, like, I think this movie, I do feel like he lost some charm with this movie, but like his production quality is like really good.
Yes.
Like the music is like more in sync. The quality is good.
The cold open was the best ever.
But like it's like one of those things where like I love all of that, but I feel like you lose a little charm.
Yes. But like I understand why you want to eventually have the
Oh
better
yeah,
film
well I
quality
mean
and
yeah, of
everything.
course.
Like when you think of like the first Rise of the Scarecrows, where it's like filmed on like a cell phone, to like now, like it's his production quality is so good.
I just miss like the lack of sound effect.
Right. It's the charm of like the super like independent movie, like the
Yeah.
lack of script where you just got Pistol Pete rattling off like Maxwell Drip House coffee and like
Good to the
So
last
great.
drip.
I did like how they brought back the father from Rise of the Scarecrows too.
oh
the
my
end of this
god,
movie?
where he's like I specialize in covering things up. I love his fucking mustache.
We kept going over how he covers things
That dude's
up.
actually a good actor.
He's great in that scene.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that. Because basically at some point the psychic girl, she's going to be able to wake up from her slumber, and there's going to be the one guy, and he's like, I got this injection with the longest needle I've ever seen.
Is that Rufus?
Yes, I think it is.
Yeah, well, because she's in that room with those guys.
Yeah.
And she needs to escape, and they've already made it in their heads that these like CIA types, these Tony Todd types.
Yeah.
That she is they need to get rid of her. Mm-hmm. So because they could just get another subject apparently. So he is going to give her this pill that kills her.
Yeah.
I forgot he had a syringe though.
No. Okay, the pill comes after. Remember when she first wakes up? It's the guy has the syringe with the green in it, and then she fights him off, and she sticks the syringe in his neck.
Oh yeah.
And then he dies. Then she goes, and that's when she sees the guy from Rise of the Scarecrows too, and he's like, "I expert in covering things up, bitch." Can you quit being a bitch?
I do like the Rufus though. He makes a reference to the having like a stand in if it's a flashback to Rise of the Scarecrows.
Yes. Well, that comes. So after she gets rid of him, that's when he's like, "You could take these pills and go to sleep, and we'll transport you."
I was saying like when he takes the pill, he instantly starts. It's an insta foaming.
Insta dies.
Like it's radical.
That is the fastest acting poison I think I've ever seen.
I don't think he swallowed it yet, dude.
You know who had a killer fucking... I guess it's poor Dexter. Remember his shit? Boom.
Well, yeah, that just knocked you out. This, like, instantly foamed a man. Remember that time our friend ate that gum and he instantly started foaming from the mouth?
Oh, the foam gum, yeah.
That's what that reminded me of.
Yeah.
Yeah, but these two are they take out these two.
They do.
They got killed. He gets gutted by is it the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man.
He just straight up stabs him.
Yeah. And then I think Lori Bacon gets killed by the Dark Walker.
I think so too. She just gets like choked out.
Yeah, she gets choked out.
Oh no, she literally gets like knocked out hard.
By the Dark Walker.
Yeah.
And that's when the psychic girl, she's able to bring the Dark Walker into the real world. And that's when the Dark Walker's able to kill Tony Todd.
Like, they have this whole talking scene with her, Tony Todd, and then like she leaves and it's just there.
Yeah.
Like it's the Dark Walker there killing him.
It's kind of
or the alien
shit crazy.
The alien's there.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
The alien's there because it knocks him out.
Yes,
wakes up and then
the Dark Walker.
But like, we need background on the Dark Walker because you don't get it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, I want to know what was so special about the Dark Walker.
But like, why does it come? When does it come? Like, we don't know anything. We know it comes at the campsite, kills randos.
Yes, it's all because of the paradox.
I guess like Matt's asking, what does that mean?
I don't know. So, Matt, right? It's like you have layers, right? But inside of each layer is a paradox. And inside of each paradox is a creature. So, like, one layer is zombie paradox. Then you got Dark Walker paradox. But the scientists opened up a portal that bleeds all the paradoxes together. So all the creatures could be in one conglomerate place. And the psychic girl is able to pull them out from that place into our layer.
Okay. Is that true or you just made that up?
I think it's true.
I could see that. That makes sense.
That's the most important thing. You just have to believe.
It does make sense because like
that actually makes sense.
They are all existing on the same plane. They have to, coming from different, and I guess this is just the experiment. Shane, have you ever heard of the Philadelphia experiment?
No. Actually, I thought I did, but then it was something different. For some reason, I thought it was that one where they made all those kids go to prison and then other kids were the prison guard, but I think that was a different experiment.
Is that the Stanford?
That might be that one. I might have mixed up my...
It's a Stanford project?
It might be. I probably mixed my experiments up.
No, you're thinking of this. I'm thinking of the Stanford experiment. You're thinking of the Manhattan Project and just combining them as if they were a paradox. They're both existing in the same experiment.
Slapper.
Oops. Ow.
I think the Philly one is just fucking hard drugs, right?
Oh, it's when you do the
What that was
Fenty.
again?
Stanford experiment. It's called something though.
Right.
Stanford prison experiment is something like that.
Do the Fenty again?
Oh, you never, like, when you just walk through Philadelphia and then everyone's just doing the Fenty?
Oh shit! Gosh, that was hot.
Philadelphia is a terrible place.
It's scary.
We're riddled with Fenty.
And just the Eagles.
It's also like super, super packed in Philadelphia.
Yeah, I'd say this is the worst city I've ever been to.
Where does New York fit in that?
Oh, New York's actually the worst city I've ever been to, but Philly's a close second.
Yeah. Philly's actually a lot more crowded than I thought. New York City is like unbearably crowded.
Yeah.
Philly's there. But like, other cities are just not that bad.
No, I love Cincinnati. It's the city that always sleeps.
Yeah, no, it's pretty nice. What do you got?
Stanford Prison Experiment. 2-week simulation of prison environment that examined the effects of situational variables on participants' reactions and behaviors.
Yeah, so that was the one with the prison.
Where some subjects were prison guards.
And some were kids, and they just ended up beating them. And yeah, good stuff. All right. So let's wrap this one up with a cute little bow, because there's something I've always been looking for in these reviews. Mm-hmm. You know what that is?
Yeah.
A friend.
Ooh, looking for a friend.
Man, come over here and put your hand on my leg.
Because this movie, of course, credits roll. You think it's over. Nah. There is a post-credit scene with the song, I'm looking for a friend.
Looking for a friend.
And it
Looking
just plays.
for a friend. Okay, you're good.
And the selfish part of me wants to think Geno put that in there for me.
Yeah.
He did it for us because we love him and he loves us.
I think he gave us that Rufus, Rise of the Scarecrows little homage.
I loved every second
And
of
then
it.
he gave us that song at the end because he knows we just love it so much.
And I popped hard.
I'll be honest, it gets stuck. It is super fucking catchy. It gets stuck in your head.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a friend.
It's also relatable because, like, I'm looking for a friend too.
Who
Looking
isn't?
for a friend.
Dude, that song throughout Deadly Western was I absolutely did not fit, but at the same time kind of loved it.
Yeah. I think we all said it. It doesn't fit, but it's incredible.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of like the sentiment.
Yeah.
This movie is like brand spanking new. Yeah.
Yeah, it just came out, I think, August of 2024.
Yeah,
and
the other one came out, what, the year before?
a year or two before, which I will say we'll go back, we'll watch it.
We'll have to review that one as well.
But yeah, I think it's time. Final Friday tradition. Are we giving this a thumbs up? Or
Haven't done this
thumbs
in a long
down?
time. Long time.
4, 3, 2, 1.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, bro. You're hurting me. You hurt me and you hurt Geno.
I'm hurt.
And you hurt Bigfoot.
I love Geno.
I think off of the opening and the aliens and just the muffins.
Yeah.
Like, and I like the little like callbacks to his old stuff.
Yeah.
I think if you like Geno's movies, I think this is something you should watch.
I mean, that's fair. I'm just saying it's hard because I am absolutely comparing it to some of his old stuff.
Yeah.
It's not on the same level.
Right.
I do think there's elements of charm here that I absolutely love. I love the beginning. I love this scene because I feel like this scene is something he would definitely just like. This is so him. I just think that there's a kind of like a drop off in his movie. I feel like just struggles to figure out what it's supposed to be and how the characters are truly involved, except that they are interrelated. They have spouses, except for the psychic girl, and then they just bring in these strange creatures of different dimensions on the same plane, and I don't really know why.
Okay. Fair.
Oh, very fair. I look past all of that.
I guess you have to.
I look past it so far as I'm going to throw this fucking Werther's wrapper.
That went nowhere.
Yeah, I looked way further past because this movie's fucking peak. That
one has no distance.
That went negative distance.
Just finish your review.
I have nothing to say about the movie except I loved it.
Your days of manipulation are over.
Oh, that's what you got to do. You got to crumble it. You can't just throw it off.
This guy get the crumble.
I couldn't disagree with Brian more. I love the movie.
There we go. Love that.
That's my review.
All right. Well, it was good to come back, do a nice little Geno film.
It was incredible to come back to Geno.
I'll always come back for him.
Anytime he has a new movie, we're going to review it. And we're going to catch up and do some of his older stuff too. So, yeah, we got to figure out our schedule. because Final Friday will be returning soonish, I guess, from this episode.
We'll be coming back in a few weeks.
Yeah.
For sure.
Matt, did you like the movie?
Stay tuned.
It was interesting, for sure.
I think it makes sense that when we return, we will resume because we did have to do a hiatus in the middle of our
2B month.
2B month. So we'll finish up 2B month.
And then we'll take it from there. So we don't know exactly what we're doing next, but I'll say a couple more Fridays of our old stuff coming out that hasn't been on YouTube yet. And then Final Friday will be back, and then we'll make that announcement.
Do you want me to see the next one that we are reviewing, actually? I could probably look it up. I don't know if we will actually do that, but I can see what we were slated for.
Okay, let's see. What was it?
Give me the slate.
It's been months, so like this is new for us.
Yes.
Give me the Jenny Slate. You know who that is?
Yes, I do.
Nice.
She's a voice actor, right?
So if you recall, the last movie we did was Black Mold. We did
What way it end?
Slay and Black Mold is a part of 2B month. The
Slay.
next movie is going to be Requiem for a Scream.
Okay.
That's exciting.
So, couple of weeks, Requiem for a Scream.
Might be better than the original Dream.
Probably.
The
Jared Leto's in a cult.
The Marlon Wayans vehicle.
All right, well. Bye.
Later. Deuces.
See, we don't know we forgot how to end. We also forgot how to start.
I don't even know. Do we even have a way to end Final Friday?
Yeah.
Matt just hits the music.
Just like do your job.
Instead of just sitting there like a mute.
There we go.
There we go. That's it.
That's it.
And this is where I talk about how people can go to our website.
Yep.
www.thefinalpodcast.com for all new episodes. Every Friday, you'll get a beautiful low-budget review from us. Every Monday, you'll get the A show. This is the B show. Just remember where you are and what we do, and we'll see you next week.
Bogart.
And by next week, probably 7 weeks.
Most likely.
Or 4.
We'll see. Let's
coming.
Bogart some Werthers.
All we know is it's coming.
I didn't get called a cannibal gypsy, and I'm offended.
We'll do that on the final podcast. You'll live.
Later.